the father of surgery in modern medicine? Okay. So the father of medicine is Susruta. Your father of medicine is, you know already. So father of surgery, Susruta, is the three main authors are in Ayurvedic textbooks. One is Chataka Samhita written by Chataka, Susruta Samhita written by Susruta, and the third is Ashtanga written by Vartaka. These are the three major treatises, the books which I told around 2005. So out of this Susruta, he was more famous in his surgical methods, and he even does around 64 types of eye surgeries during this time. And all these pictures about all the instruments he was using, even now in modern surgery, what we are using is more similar. It is like modification, but the size and all is explained in there. So Susruta, even in modern medicine, they consider as a part of subject. So for us, this is not alternative medicine. So it's a systemic medicine. So, and your question is there any testimonial or studies? So these textbooks all have given for each disease what are the symptoms, signs, and then what are the medication as a combinations. So those combinations are prepared and formed into different preparations. In Ayurveda we call it as more of concoctions or decoctions. That is bitter mixes like coffee. Then we have tablets forms. We have herbal wine forms. We call it as arishtams. We have powder forms. Then oils, external application oils are there. Internal, medicated oils are there. So these different forms of preparations are explained in the olden text, and these preparations are nowadays many companies are making as a common medications, which generally the doctors will prescribe as like how you are prescribing certain herbs. So these medications are right now available in the market. Even some of the medicines are, you can just displayed here. So those medications, no need to have any testimony. So because it is already explained in the text, and it since from the time onwards, these are the combination which they use. Those days it is just simply they just prepare and give it. Nowadays we use bit more advanced methods to make it in a more modern form, as well as maybe using some preservatives and some combinations to preserve it for longer period. But this is available in as a ready-made medicines. Then scientific study, you mean for this medicine, whether it will work. This is again as like your your chemical studies. You have to study about what is the chemical combination of each pharmacology. Yeah, pharmacology. So in Ayurveda we have a pharmacology. We have to study about each drug, a herb. We take the herb, we have to study about its qualities. What are the qualities of that drug? What are the tastes? What are the functions? What are the therapeutic value of that one? So that study, from that only we will come to a conclusion. These herbs, so these combinations of herbs which are of same qualities will be ideal for those symptoms which are showing in the body. So those studies already have done a lot. And there are many studies still going on about different combinations right now, but many of them are already proven. So there are many such studies as well. And as earlier as I said, for us, once we look into the principle wise, which combination is or which drug, we say this tulasi, let's take a drug, it's kapahara, we have the one factor principle called as kapha, which can, again, the drug have the property to pacify that principle if it goes up. So once we know that the body type is of kapha and the principle of kapha is activated, we automatically know these plants as a combination or as a single drug. We can give to them according to the availability. In certain place we may not get that drug as a single drug. So we have to depend on as a combination some forms of medications which we import from India, or if we try to get it from here, we will use it in a raw form also.